Cumulative frequency. The cumulative frequency for each class is the sum of all frequencies up to and including that class. The cumulative frequency gives information about the total up to a certain class limit. The first class will have the same values for the frequency and the cumulative frequency columns, but the second cumulative frequency will have the sum of both the first and second frequencies, and the third cumulative frequency will be the sum of the first three class frequencies, etc. Add a column called cumulative frequency to the table and calculate the cumulative frequency for each of the classes. What do you notice about the final cumulative frequency and n? So pause the video and give it a shot, and I will generate a solution here. So cumulative frequency, we're just going to be adding up the first frequency to itself. Okay, so the first frequency is 2. Then we're going to add 2 plus 33 is 35. Then we're going to add 35 plus 35 is 70. Then we're going to have 70 plus 7 is going to be 77. And then 78. So the total frequencies equals 78, and n equals 78. So therefore the cumulative frequency equals n. Alright, so I'd like you to try the next practice question. So working alone or in a group, complete questions 1 and 2. Use critical thinking. This is the way the questions will be asked on the tests. So I'll go over the questions. So question 1. The following table is a record of the number of people visiting the ER for injuries sustained during various outdoor activities. So we have an activity of bicycling, football, playground, basketball, soccer, baseball, and all-terrain vehicle, and a certain frequency of sustained injuries. What is the total number of people included in this table? B. Based on the table, which activity appears to have the highest rate of injury? C. What do you think this activity, or why do you think this activity has the highest rate of injury? Does it make sense to you? Why or why not? What factors could be influencing why this activity appears to have a higher rate of injury? Interpret the data. Add a relative frequency and cumulative frequency column to the table. How will you know if your answers are correct? And question 2. The following table gives the measured heights of males. Half of the males are 7 years old and the other half are 27 years old. What is the class width for this table? Don't forget units. B. What is the upper class limit for the fourth class? C. Consider the 3rd, 6th, 7th classes. Why might these classes have the highest frequencies? Interpret the data. D. What percentage of the sample group has a height between 75 to 79 inches? E. How many males have a height of 64 inches or less? And F. What percentage of males have a height of 70 inches or more? So I'd like you to attempt these practice problems, and next video I will discuss the remainder of this set of notes, so Unit 1A, notes, tables, and graphs.